The press conference for the Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez fight was a spectacle that quickly spiraled into a verbal brawl, despite earlier promises from both fighters to keep things respectful. The two boxing titans, set to clash in what's been billed as the fight of the century, wasted no time throwing verbal jabs, each asserting dominance and dismissing the other's claims. Crawford, with a steely grin, declared, "Them belts coming home with me. Ain't nothing you can do about it." Alvarez, cool and unshaken, fired back, "He's not going to beat me. Don't worry about it." The tension was palpable, the stage set for a showdown that promises to etch itself into boxing history. The event, held as part of a three-city press tour including Las Vegas and New York, was a showcase of not just the fighters but also the massive machinery behind the bout. Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority chairman, Turki Al-Sheikh, took a prominent seat at the table, his presence underscoring the kingdom's growing influence in boxing. Al-Sheikh, who has funneled significant investment into the sport, made it clear he expects a war, not a dance. "I hate Tom and Jerry fights," he said, slamming boxers who run rather than engage. "I want smashing face and blood. This is boxing." His words hung heavy, a directive to Crawford and Alvarez to deliver a spectacle worthy of the hype. The fighters, though, needed little prodding. Crawford, the 37-year-old American stepping up 2 weight classes from light middleweight to challenge Alvarez at super middleweight, oozed confidence. "I'm different," he said, his eyes locked on Alvarez. "You'll see." Canelo, the 34-year-old Mexican icon with 11 world titles and 67 bouts under his belt, dismissed the notion. "You don't look different." "Nothing different," he countered, his voice steady but laced with defiance. The back and forth was relentless, each man staking his claim as the superior fighter. Crawford promised to become the first male 3-weight undisputed champion, a nod to Clarissa Shields' achievement in women's boxing. Alvarez, meanwhile, leaned on his experience, insisting, "He's a great fighter, but he's not Canelo." The press conference wasn't just about the fighters' words, it was a window into their mindsets. Crawford, who last fought in August 2024, beating Israel Madrimov for the WBA light middleweight title, is no stranger to defying odds. His record boasts 19 consecutive world title bouts and an undisputed championship in 2 weight classes. Yet, moving up 14 pounds to face Alvarez, a dominant force at 168 pounds, is a gamble that has sparked debate. Critics point to Crawford's Madrimov fight, where he struggled at times adjusting to the weight, as evidence he might falter against Alvarez. Crawford brushed off the skepticism. "Suit up," he said, promising to bring more jewelry home to Omaha, Nebraska. Alvarez, by contrast, is coming off a unanimous decision victory over William Skull in May 2025, a fight that drew boos for its lack of action. Skull's evasive tactics frustrated Alvarez, who exerted minimal effort to chase him down. The crowd's reaction and Al-Sheikh's disapproval of such fights loomed large at the press conference. When asked about the Skull bout, Alvarez was blunt, "It was a dreadful fight, but we win. That's all that matters." Yet, Al-Sheikh's demand for smashing face suggested that winning alone might not suffice this time. Alvarez, aware of the stakes, emphasized his versatility. "They only focus on my power, but I have more than that," he said, hinting at the skills that have carried him through 27 world title fights. The fight, set for September 13, 2025, at the Las Vegas Raiders Allegiant Stadium, is a historic milestone for boxing. With a capacity of 65,000, the venue will host the first event promoted by UFC President Dana White's new boxing outfit, in partnership with Al-Sheikh. The bout will also be broadcast on Netflix, a testament to the Saudi investment pouring into the sport. Al-Sheikh's vision for boxing is clear: no more lackluster bouts, no more runners. His frustration with Tom and Jerry fights was a direct challenge to both fighters, but especially to Crawford, whose elusive style could tempt him to avoid Alvarez's power. Crawford, however, was defiant. "I won't be running," he said. "I'll be doing a lot of touching." The press conference also revealed the personal stakes for both men. For Crawford, this is the mega fight he's chased his entire career. Growing up in the era of Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, and Oscar de la Hoya, Crawford watched Alvarez face those legends while he waited for his shot. "He got the chance to fight them," Crawford said. "I wasn't able to get those mega fights. This is my moment." Alvarez, meanwhile, is cast as the torchbearer, a role he embraces but refuses to relinquish. "I'm a winner," he said. "I'm always thinking about the win." His confidence borders on dismissive, as he repeatedly assured the press, "He's not going to beat me. Don't worry about it." The verbal sparring wasn't without its lighter moments. When asked what a street fight between them would look like, Crawford laughed. "Y'all know what I do," he said. "I ain't ever going to say another man can whoop me." Alvarez quickly redirected the conversation. "We're not talking about the streets," he said. "We're talking about boxing, the beautiful sport of boxing." The exchange highlighted their contrasting personalities. Crawford, the brash underdog, Alvarez, the composed veteran. Yet, both share a fierce competitive streak, evident in their refusal to concede even an inch of psychological ground. Álvarez's influence extended beyond his remarks. His dinner with the fighters the night before the press conference was a calculated move to set expectations. "They were professional yesterday," he said, "but after 12 o'clock, the prestige disappeared." His presence at the top table, while White was notably absent, underscored his role as the driving force behind the fight. Saudi Arabia's investment in boxing, part of a broader push to diversify the kingdom's economy, has drawn scrutiny for alleged sports washing. But Álvarez's focus remains on delivering blockbuster events, and this fight is the pinnacle of his ambitions. His partnership with Netflix and plans for a new promotional entity signal that Saudi influence in boxing will only grow. The press conference also touched on tactical considerations. Crawford, moving up in weight, faces questions about how he'll handle Alvarez's size and power. Some, like retired champion Shane Mosley, who fought Alvarez in 2012, doubt Crawford's chances. "Canelo's too big," Mosley said, suggesting Crawford's fighting instincts could lead him to trade blows, a dangerous strategy against a bigger man. Crawford, however, dismissed the notion of weight restrictions or rematch clauses, insisting he wants Alvarez, at his best, with no excuses. Alvarez, who has faced bigger opponents like Sergey Kovalev, echoed the sentiment. "I've been in his position before," he said. "I'm not thinking about smaller or bigger. I prepare for the best fighter out there." As the press conference wound down, both fighters rallied their fans. Alvarez thanked his supporters, promising to deliver his best. "I hope they'll be there cheering for me and enjoying the win," he said. Crawford urged his Omaha faithful to show up in style, vowing to make history. "Terence Crawford will be the first male boxer to become a three-weight undisputed champion," he declared. "I mean that." The face-off that followed was intense, with dramatic music blaring as Alvarez broke eye contact first, his expression unreadable. The build-up to this fight has been years in the making. Crawford first considered the possibility when talks of Alvarez fighting Errol Spence surfaced a couple of years ago. "I started sizing him up," Crawford said, studying Alvarez's reach and stature at his fights. For Alvarez, the fight is another chance to cement his legacy. His professional debut at 15 in 2005 gave him a head start on Crawford, who turned pro at 20 in 2008. With 26 more bouts than Crawford, Alvarez's experience is a key factor, but Crawford's skill and adaptability make this a clash of equals. The press conference was a microcosm of the fight itself, intense, unpredictable, and brimming with bravado. Álvarez's demands for action, the fighter's refusal to back down, and the global stage of Netflix and Allegiant Stadium all point to a night that will define careers. Whether Crawford can defy the odds and claim Alvarez's undisputed super middleweight titles, or whether Alvarez will prove too big, too skilled, remains to be seen. What's certain is that on September 13, 2025, boxing will witness a battle for the ages, one that both fighters insist will end with their hand raised. As Crawford put it, "However I got to fight, I'm a win." Simple as that. Alvarez, with his trademark calm, simply repeated, "He's not going to beat me. Don't worry about it."